Hello, I'm Ricardo Francis, the Venting Vigilante. It's good to be with you again today. Today I'm going to talk to you about the City of Toronto, real estate and cemetery. I just want to talk to you about a particular place in the City of Toronto. Before I get into details, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, why I'm raising this as an issue. When I was a student, in my last year of high school, fulfilling my requirements to go to university, I used to work in Yorkville. Yes, Yorkville. Yorkville is some of the most expensive real estate in Toronto today. It's a very expensive place. It's a very culturally place. It's an upscale place. A lot of tourists go visit there when they come to Toronto. But there is a particular secret. It's an open secret about Yorkville and that particular area that a lot of people in Toronto that don't seem to know. Well, of course, I recognized there was something wrong with that place, and I did some research then, and I did some research later, and of course, I'm a very curious fella, so I've also done some research throughout my time from working there to now. Yorkville, my friends, is actually on a cemetery. Yes. The town of Yorkville, of course, was incorporated and then subsequently became part of Toronto. But Yorkville in that area, going from Bloor and Avenue Road up to Davenport, come over to Yonge and Bloor, within that party. I do not know the exact specific geographical measurements. But that whole area used to be a cemetery. It was referred to as Potter's Field. The reason why it was called Potter's Field was our strangers' burial ground. That is where the economically disadvantaged, the homeless, those who couldn't afford to have a proper burial, they were buried there. In some cases, they were buried in unmarked graves. It is believed that there were some 6,000 to maybe 7,000 people who were buried in that area. In fact, the City of Toronto had actually closed down that area, and the cemetery, of course, was closed in 1855, so from 1825 to 1855. And some of the bodies were removed. They were given 25 years to remove the bodies. Some of the bodies were removed and went to Mount Pleasant Cemetery, and I believe it's Toronto Necropolis Cemetery, which is located somewhere around in Cabbagetown. Friends, it is believed that only a few hundred of the bodies were removed. To this day, there are many, many people remaining within that area, buried in Yorkville or the surrounding areas that includes Yorkville. So friends, when I drive by there, I always think, I wonder which poor soul is buried in that area. It is, I think to myself, really and truly, that maybe I should go out and buy myself a cemetery. Because in years to come, I may be very wealthy as a result of a cemetery. Because look, a cemetery today is one of the most expensive real estate in Toronto. Friends, it's a fact. It's a reality. I love you. I love sharing these moments with you. I just simply wanted to get this off my chest.